Yeah, it was the thing I really noticed when we first started was how kind of open other traders were to, you know, that community, as you say, was kind of welcoming for us. So I've always kind of liked Tooting, and it's always had a place in my heart since I moved here. That's kind of what I remember my first experiences of London being. There's other markets around, but I feel like this one has its roots in the community more than any other that I've seen. It's taken a long time to kind of change, but it feels like it's in a really good place. You know, it does feel more vibrant now. It's a bit more of a scene, a bit more of a kind of evening scene with pubs and bars and things than there was than when I remember when I lived here.
Hello, so my name's Brodie. I work at James Barber's in Tooting Market. I've been working here for over sort of 10 months in the heart of Tooting really. Great place to work, so many restaurants, got a really good buzz to it, so many places to go and eat out, and yeah, Tooting's a really good community. I mean, there's definitely a wide variety of customers, all different ages, all different types of haircuts that come in. We get, on Saturdays and Sundays, because we're open 7 days a week, we get plenty of customers come through. A lot of people that come through and visit the area, tourists, we get people looking in, some people even taking photos of our work. I definitely think since coming to London in the last couple of years, it boosts your confidence. But what I like about Tooting is that it's still got, even though it has the chain restaurants like your McDonald's, your Subway and stuff like that, it still has its own little boutique shops, the independent grocery stores. That's what I like about it.
Because this market was not the same as what it was before, and it changed a lot because we usually have more shops that sell bits and pieces, and now it's mostly food, restaurant and bar. They change a lot, but it makes it better, much better, and it's nicer, clean, you know. And everybody, we get on with everybody. Everybody's nice. We don't have any problem. Well, like because there's a lot of shops, and it's easy to get by, and you have buses, train, everything. You haven't got any problem of getting here, and anything at all you want, you can get it here. Young people, old people, and the kids, and they all bring their kids. So it's really good. And what happened to, it's the good thing about it, when you come here, you can always bring your kids, and the kids, they come and they play and they sit and they have something to eat. So, you know, it's not a place that, okay, if the kids they come, you know, they come and enjoy themselves, they sit, they run, they play. It's really like a family place, you know.
The community here is great. I would say it's one of the best I've come across, and I'm not just saying that. The people here, especially down this end of the market, everyone supports and looks after one another, which makes it really great on a daily basis to come in, banter, laugh, looking after one another, supportive. It's really good. Very lucky to get a spot here where I feel comfortable. I can lock up and I can just go away. Prior to this, I was doing events, pampering evenings, schools, horse riding fields, music festivals, you name it, I've done it. And this is my stable position until, hoping I can survive in here.
My son was born in Tooting, and I grew up in Tooting from the age of 4, even though I don't live in it now. But it seems to be a town that keeps pulling me back, and I like that. What I love about it is the diversity. School I went to, every religion, every nationality. So it's something I'm very comfortable, and I think it's what makes the community. You've got many facets of one community. So for me, the market is part of it. I've seen the market go through wide changes from being just a fruit and veg market with perhaps just 1 or 2 little calves in it, to the situation where supermarkets have stepped in and swallowed up a lot of that trade, and now we're looking at a market now that still has elements of that, but has now a whole aspect of it, which is the nighttime aspect, which was something that I never knew as a child, and being part of Tooting in the market. Well, obviously, the daytime traditionally was always made up of like people who lived in the town, perhaps the mothers. We've seen that change because graduate women are going out to work more than ever before. The hospital, when I first moved into Tooting, was more or less just like a tiny little series of Victorian buildings. I witnessed that hospital actually grow and be constructed whilst I was in my sort of like 10, 11. And so you get a lot of people who are employed in the town, utilise it in the daytime, but in the evening you get a lot more people who live in the town who have come after working elsewhere, and also people now, Tooting's become very much a destination town as well, so it's brought a whole new lease of life to the market. Starting to see what sort of like, what I would call sort of like off the track tourists more and more and more, but that's good, that's commerce. It's that, towns have to adapt and change. If they don't, then the end result we can see, but that's what hasn't happened to Tooting. It just keeps on rolling, and that's what I love about the place. So I've seen it go through a massive transition. The street I grew up on, literally the houses were all the single dwellings, and during my time living here, we've seen houses get divided into 2 flats, 3 flats, and that's just the general recognition of the fact that more people have moved into London. London can only expand out so much. To me, the change is just part of existence. So, we just adapt, and I'm very comfortable and happy with the change that I've seen in Tooting. You can sort of lament on the past, but the world is always moving. The clock is always ticking. So to me, the changes that come along are a reflection. When I grew up, another town nearby, we used to envy that because it was they had all the cinemas and the nightclubs and stuff like that. That town now, I've watched the demise of that town, which is, I think, is a shame in that sense. But what has happened in Tooting is that I've seen that Tooting, like my geography teacher, Mr. Nash, used to say, it's built on a crossroads. It's a market town. It's just continuing that process, and that's great.